Hello guys, welcome back. My name's Nathan and today I'm going to be picking the best NHL player on every NHL team, Gummy Worm Edition. Now here is how it's going to work. I'm going to go for my normal picks, the Anaheim Ducks, for the Winnipeg Jets, going for my best player on each NHL team. But the catch is that player is unexpected or I was completely wrong about them heading into the season, and then I have to eat one sour gummy worm. Now usually this wouldn't be a punishment because I like these things quite a bit. But these have been open for 2 weeks, so they're not exactly in peak condition. But who do I see as the best player for every NHL team this season, your team included, and how many sour gummy worms am I going to have to eat? Watch till the end for all the rankings, opinions, and subscribe if you're new. Okay, first off, let's just hope I don't have to eat too many of these. I guess that's just my hope. You guys want me to eat this whole thing? I have like 50 of these things in here. Anyways, going into the first team today, the Anaheim Ducks, and for my best player for them this season, I have Ryan Getzlaf. Now, it was pretty close between him, Silverberg, and Rickard Rakell, but I went with Getzlaf, especially with his great 2-point performance versus Washington. In 29 games this season, he's gotten 10 goals, 13 assists for 23 points, and that's kind of what I was expecting from him. Nothing too amazing, but around that area, so no gummy worms yet. Alright, now going to the Arizona Coyotes, and my pick is Darcy Kuemper. Now, I expected him to be good, but I really would be lying if I said I expected this, and yes, I have been wrong about Darcy Kuemper. With a .937 save percentage in 20 games, yeah, he's going to make us eat the first gummy worm here today. Now, I'm just going to pick a random one. There's some flavors I really do not like, so... Oh my goodness. Okay, we're starting out terrible here. This travesty right here is the worst thing known to man. I just eat the blue and the red ones and maybe the red and the yellow ones, but this green and orange one is the freaking bane of my existence. Thank you, Darcy, my gosh. Ugh. Okay, now on to the Boston Bruins now. I need some freaking orange juice. Okay. Anyways, on to the Boston Bruins, and thankfully I am correct in this one. My best player for the Boston Bruins, that being David Pastrnak. Now, Pasta in 29 games has 25 goals, 18 assists for 43 points. And I remember one of my bold predictions for the season. Sorry, just getting the gummy worm out of my mouth. I remember one of my bold predictions being that Pasta would get 100 points this season. Again, I'm not sure how I predicted that to be a bold prediction, but I am correct in that statement. He's doing better than I expected, but I wasn't wrong about him. I was pretty spot on. Alright, now on to the Buffalo Sabres. Still getting that out of my mouth. Anyways, for the Sabres, my best player pick is going to go to Jack Eichel, the American center boy. Currently in 29 games, has gotten 18 goals, 21 assists for 39 points, and Jack Eichel being a beast as usual. Now, I didn't expect this much, but I was kind of in the area. I expected him to be one of the NHL's leading scorers, definitely be up there, and for him to have a very solid season with Buffalo. I was not wrong about him, so we withhold from the gummy worms for one more team. Now, just a disclaimer, I made most of these picks yesterday, so as I'm going through them, and as I'm looking them up again, I'm kind of like waiting to see if I was actually wrong about these guys, but for the Calgary Flames, I am glad to report at least that I do not have to eat another gummy worm. Yeah, being Matthew Tkachuk. Now, in 30 games, Tkachuk has gotten 11 goals, 14 assists for 25 points. A little bit less than I expected, but Calgary as a whole has just been bad. So he's actually been one of their best players, if not their best player. Again, I picked him there. And Tkachuk is as good as advertised, as good as usual. It sucks to see guys like Gaudreau and Monahan take such big steps back, but Tkachuk has been better than ever. Okay, now on to the bunch of jerks, and oh my goodness, we are on a roll of no gummy worms. Oh, thankfully, oh my goodness. And for my pick, gonna be Andrei Svechnikov. In 29 games with the Canes, he has 12 goals, 19 assists for 31 points. Now, I did not expect him to be the best player on the Hurricanes this season. I thought that'd be Sebastian Aho. And while it is pretty close between the two, I would give the edge to Svechnikov for how dominant he's been. But thankfully, no gummy worms for the Canes. Okay, we're on a little bit of a roll here. We've only eaten one gummy worm in 6 teams so far. And now on to the Chicago Blackhawks, and yeah. I'm gonna have to pick another gummy worm, aren't I? The best player, in my opinion, for the Chicago Blackhawks, I'm just not going to pick a gummy worm because I have to at this point. That being Robin Lehner, the Swedish stud baby. Now, Lehner, in 15 games played, has gotten a .929 save percentage. Coming from the Islanders, I think he's having an even better season than last year with a pretty terrible Chicago defense. I expected Robin Lehner to be decent with the defense he had, but this is elite numbers. And of course, Robin Lehner makes me eat a freaking gummy worm. Okay. We salvaged it a little bit, okay? The yellow and red ones are not terrible. You're not my favorite. I would always prefer a blue and red one, but I'll take it, okay? At least it's not the gray and orange. I'm just gagging thinking about it right now. Okay. A little bit of orange juice for extra measure. Okay. Now on to the Colorado Avalanche, and my pick is going to be Nathan MacKinnon. Now, Nathan MacKinnon being one of the MVPs of this year, I was sort of right about him. I didn't expect him being this good, but he has been that good. Without Mikko Rantanen and Gabriel Landeskog for a lot this year, in 28 games, he's been able to get 18 goals, 26 assists for 44 points. Just straight up being elite. Now moving on to the Columbus Blue Jackets, and for their best player, I'm going to pick Seth Jones. Now thankfully I don't have to eat another worm because I think he is their best player, and he's played like it this season. There could be some other options like Pierre-Luc Dubois, maybe Zach Werenski, but to me Seth Jones is always the guy in Columbus, and he's playing like that once again this year. Alright, now on to my favorite team, the Dallas Stars, and for their best player this season, I'm going to go ahead and say Ben Bishop. Now, Ben Bishop has been really weird this season because he started out terribly. He went on like a 5-game stretch where he was horrendous, and then the rest of the year has been straight Vezina caliber goaltending. In 20 games, he has a .929 save percentage. I was really scared I was going to be wrong about him earlier in the season, but for right now, I'm safe. Now on to the Detroit Red Wings, who, my oh my, have some of the best players in the league. Guys like Madison and Bowie, who are like the worst defensemen in the NHL right now. You know, they're really taking for Alexis Lafreniere really well right now, too. And for my best player, not a lot of options, seriously, but I'm going to go with Anthony Mantha. Now, he's cooled off quite a bit, unfortunately, but in 25 games, he's gotten 12 goals, 11 assists for 23 points. And this is about what I expected. I expected more about a point per game, especially with the start he had, but no gummy bears, at least right now. Or not gummy bears, gummy worms. I can't even speak right now. Alright, now on to the best player in the world, and for the Edmonton Oilers, I have the real deal James Neal. Obviously, my pick is Connor McDavid, and I'm not really too wrong about him. In 31 games, he's gotten 52 points. You know, just normal Connor McDavid things. I'm pretty sure I predict him to win the Art Ross Trophy. If I didn't, then I'm in big trouble. I probably should eat about 15 of these, but I'm just going to save the time now that I don't want to look into it. Now on to the Florida Panthers and their best player. I predicted 100% right, that being Alexander Barkov. In 27 games, Barkov has 32 points, and it's just Alexander Barkov, the beauty that he always is. And I'm the smartest person on the earth. Bill Gates, who needs him? Ugh, idiot. Random professor at a university that you had to pay $1 billion for? Idiot. I'm the smartest person of all. I'm on like a 5-player streak right now. You can't stop this. You can't stop this. And Alexander Barkov is also my boy. So there's that. Now going on to the LA Kings and their best player, it kind of almost has to be Anze Kopitar because there's really not like any other options. Like, you can't even think of any because they're all so bad, but Anze Kopitar is pretty good. In 30 games, Kopitar has 27 points. I don't know why I'm kind of yelling, whispering at this point, but I'm kind of right about Kopitar. Didn't expect him being this good of a point scorer, but also I expect him to be the best on the team, so no gummy worms for me today. And I like that. Now, going on to the Minnesota Wild, and this one was very close, but my pick is going to go to defenseman Jared Spurgeon. Now, I was very close between him and Kevin Fiala, but Kevin Fiala has been more good lately, as well as Jared Spurgeon, I just think, being better overall this season. But Spurgeon in 28 games has gotten 3 goals, 13 assists for 16 points. Spurgeon has always been a defensive beast, and the offense has been there so far this season too. Overall being one of the better two-way guys this season, especially when it comes to defensemen. Now going to the Montreal Canadiens and their best player. Right now I'm on an 8-team streak of no gummy worms, so hopefully this will continue. But my pick is going to be Brendan Gallagher. In 30 games, he has 13 goals, 10 assists for 23 points. He's my favorite player on the Montreal Canadiens by far, and I think he's been the best. With the drive, the talent that he has, he's been so productive for Montreal, and just overall two-way, just being an amazing NHL player. And thankfully, I was not wrong about him, which makes it a 9-team streak, baby. Now on to the Nashville Predators, and I was on a streak of 9. I was about to get 10, but the friggin' Nashville Predators ruined it, dude. I gotta eat a gummy bear, but my pick is going to Roman Josi. Now, Roman Josi has been great this season, 27 games played, 7 goals, 17 assists for 24 points, but I expected one of the forwards to step up. Victor Arvidsson, Philip Forsberg, maybe even Matt Duchene or even Ryan Johansson. I thought one of them would be the best, but so far it has not. It's been Roman Josi in those minutes played, and I gotta pick a random one here. You guys get an inside look. Okay. I think my life just flashed before my eyes, dude. Blue and red. Actually, this might be a good thing, okay. Just gotta breathe, man. That could be pretty good by though. You know, I was really scared it's gonna be orange and green, but I'm pretty thankful right now. Okay, so the streak is over, but for my sake, I'm just hoping I can start a new one. Now on to the New Jersey Devils, and my pick for their best player, it's gonna be Taylor Hall. Almost a default pick, but even he hasn't been all that great this season. I'm gonna give an honorable mention to Jack Hughes, who has actually been good this season in the minutes he's played, but he's surrounded with the New Jersey Devils, which just means he's terrible again. My poor American boys, man, can't get any breaks. Okay, we dodged a bullet. We dodged a bullet there. But going to the New York Islanders and my pick for them, I'm going to pick Tomas Greiss. In 14 games, Greiss has gotten 2.18 goals against average and a .931 save percentage. He's one of the main reasons why they're in playoff position right now and have been so dominant this season. And for a team I was so incorrect about, you guessed it, I was incorrect about Tomas Greiss. If there was a lot of goaltenders, there was a lot of goaltenders that were good last year, but Tomas Greiss was one of those guys I didn't really see as sustainable. But Barry Trotz's defense has carried over the last season to this. It's better, and Tomas Greiss has been even better than he was last season. So you know what that means. I can't even go more than one team without getting another gummy bear. New York, if you give me a green and orange, I'm gonna freaking kill you, okay? Okay. I really thought you were gonna give me a green and orange, Jesus or something. At least it's not that, okay? I mean, it's not great, but nah, it's still tangy, it's still sugary. I have orange juice with me, which doesn't make it any better. I'm still gonna drink it, you know. Anyways, now on to the New York Rangers, and my pick for their best player, I'm going to go with the bread man, Artemi Panarin. Left winger, good old Russian stud at age 28. Panarin obviously being the big free agent of this free agency. Coming to the New York Rangers has been as good as advertised. In 28 games, got 13 goals, 21 assists for 34 points. And I've always loved me some bread man. Even when he was in Chicago, I still liked him. And that is very rare as a Dallas Stars fan. But coming to the New York Rangers, he's been consistently amazing and has been their best player this season, and is almost making that contract worth it. And now on to the Ottawa Senators, who have not been as bad as pretty much everybody expected. Going to their best player, and I'm going to pick Jean-Gabriel Pageau. Now, the Ottawa kid, in 29 games for the Sens, has gotten 15 goals, 6 assists for 21 points. Now, he's on set to get his best season ever in the regular season, and coming off like an ACL surgery or something last year, I never would have expected that. And yes, I was wrong about Jean-Gabriel Pageau, so another friggin' gummy worm! You can see the relief in my face. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you, Bishop. I appreciate it a ton right now. The blue and red gummy bear. Oh my goodness. I feel like a new man right now. You know, it really isn't a punishment, these Blue Reds, because they're so freaking good. I mean, they're still making it hard to talk, but it is still worth it in the end. Alright, now on to the Philadelphia Flyers, and for my pick for them, I'm going to go with Travis Konecny. Now, the Canadian center, age 22, is having a breakout, even more than last year, a brilliant year. In 29 games with Philly, he's gotten 10 goals, 17 assists for 27 points. Now, there are a ton of options on that team. Ivan Provorov has had a fantastic year, I felt, and you got guys like Hayes, Giroux, Couture, you know, the normal bunch on that Philly team. But Konecny has not surprised me, because I kind of expected this kind of production, but he's stepped up even bigger. And I've liked Konecny for a while, ever since that Stadium Series where he had those amazing chirps. I've loved him even more, but as a player, I think he's been the best for Philly and might be the same way at the end of the season. Now going on to the other Pennsylvania team, the Pittsburgh Penguins, and for my pick for them, I'm going to go with Evgeny Malkin. Now, Sidney Crosby was healthy. Of course, he would get it. Gummy ended up dropping. Anyways, Malkin still is my pick. Due to Crosby's unhealthiness, I would have to go with him. In 18 games, Evgeny Malkin has gotten 7 goals, 16 assists for 23 points. Now, the thing is, I didn't expect this, but I wasn't completely wrong. I thought he was still going to get a great points total, but not this good. I wasn't completely wrong, so I'm not going to eat another gummy worm. Now going on to the San Jose Sharks, and for me, my pick is going to be Tomas Hertl. Now, it is very close between him and Logan Couture, but I've watched a lot of San Jose this year, and for me, Hertl would just barely be my pick. He has been purely dominant. Ever since the start of the season, even when San Jose was bad, I thought Hertl was doing pretty well for himself, and was one of, if not San Jose's best players. I think he's continued that, and I think the points back it up fairly good. In 26 games, Hertl's gotten 10 goals, 13 assists for 23 points. Not as good, at least the point pace, compared to last year, but still very, very good. And he doesn't get as much ice time as some others either. But in Hertl's situation, I think he'll continue that. He's in the prime of his career, age 26, and I think he will be the best player by the end of the season, too. Now, I'm going to go now to the St. Louis Blues, and I'm just going to tell you guys, I'm just going to spoil it. I'm going to have to eat at least one gummy bear in this one, because my pick is Jordan Binnington. Of course, 26-year-old Canadian goaltender in 22 games has a .925 save percentage, and it's not the best in the NHL, but Jordan Binnington is the reason that St. Louis has this good of a record and is this good right now. And I remember I predicted that he would have not a good year. I think I said he would have had like a .905 or like a .910 save percentage. You know, just middle of the road for NHL goalies. But of course, Jordan Binnington not just has to be good, but he has to freaking lead the team and everything. So, the thing is, I would just eat one gummy bear in this situation, but I might have to eat 2. And you know what? I guess I will. The friggin' Blues, dude. Oh no! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. I have to eat 2 gummy worms, and they're both friggin' orange and green, dude. Lord help me. Lord help me. Oh my goodness, dude. Look at these monsters. Look at these guys. Just looking to destroy the world as we know it. Ugh. Friggin' Binnington, bro. This sucks being a Star fan, you know. Why do I do this to myself? Yeah. This is on you, Binnington. And you know it. Okay. Now on to the Tampa Bay Lightning, and I'm okay for this one. I picked Nikita Kucherov. In 25 games, he has 31 points. You know, to be expected. That's just Nikita Kucherov. I'm still kind of have a gummy bear like hangover almost. Anyways, Kucherov. Thankfully, I was correct about. I'm a lucky man. Okay, now on to the Toronto Maple Leafs. And there wasn't an obvious choice here because for the most part the team has had a pretty bad season. But I'm going to pick the man, the myth, the Danish Dane, Freddie Andersen. In 23 games, Freddy has gotten 2.56 goals against average and a .918 save percentage. And so far, the .918 save percentage is on par for his career, which with how bad Toronto has been defensively is insane. And he's been Freddie Andersen as advertised. I would have picked Austin Matthews, but he's kind of been meh. William Nylander, I don't think he's been good enough, and Mitch Marner has also been injured, and John Tavares has just been kind of there. So I went with Freddie Andersen, mostly because he's bailed out Toronto quite a few times and has still been their best player this season. Alright, now on to the Vancouver Canucks, and for my best Canucks player, I pick Elias Pettersson. I think he's been one of the best NHL players across the board this season, and while he's taken a few steps back a little bit in the past few weeks, I still think he's been up there. In 29 games, EP has 12 goals, 20 assists for 32 points, and has just been amazing. And I expected Pettersson to be good, but I didn't expect him to be a top 10 player this season, so you know what that means. You're kind of freaking form, bro. Okay, that's better. It's not green and orange, which I don't think I would have survived another one of those, but a yellow and a red one does work, okay? I really cannot stand any more of these two, but at least it is red. You always gotta be optimistic. We're now going to go to the Vegas Golden Knights, this team right here, baby. And for my pick, I'm going to go with Mark Stone. Of course, in 31 games, the Stone, the myth, the legend, has got 11 goals, 13 assists for 24 points. Not elite point totals, but I think Mark Stone has been their best player. It's not exactly a big margin, but you got guys there like Carlson who have been great this season, Shea Theodore as good as ever. The points haven't been there for some of those guys, like it hasn't been really for Mark Stone, but I think they will come eventually as Vegas is playing very, very good right now. Okay, on to the Washington Capitals. I'm just going to take a freaking gummy worm right now, dude, because my pick is John Carlson. In 31 games, the defenseman has 11 goals, 32 assists for 43 points. And I would be lying, a lot of people would be lying if they said they expected this, and yes, I was wrong about him. Probably going to win the Norris Trophy because offense rules in this league for defensemen, but that's just how it happens. Oh my freaking goodness, dude. Are you kidding me? Ah! Okay, let's get this over with, okay? I don't really do this anymore. Can I stop this? Can we stop? This is not fun. John Carlson, once again, like Binnington, I'm blaming it on you, man. Okay, on to our last team, the Winnipeg Jets. And my pick is going to go to Connor Hellebuyck, the goaltender, the American goaltender, has been the best goaltender in the league this season. In 23 games, Hellebuyck has a .934 save percentage with that Jets defense. Is absolutely incredible. And yes, I was wrong about him because, of course, I have to be. Connor Hellebuyck, nobody expected this. I don't think even the Jets expected this because he has been an absolute god after being terrible last season. But I have to eat one more gummy worm, dude. The best thing about this is that it's going to be freaking over, bro. Oh my goodness, okay. Just going to rattle them all up. Calm, collected. Come on, Nathan, let's go. Okay. This is not bad. It's not bad, alright? This is not bad. Just gotta paint the trees. We got a yellow and red one, just like this. That is sexy right there. Let's go. I'm just happy. Oh, my freaking dropped. I'm just happy that it's not a green or orange one. You know, actually, I dropped it and now this thing has freaking hairs on it from the carpet. Anyways, this was not great for my taste buds. They're probably dead for like probably the next couple of days. But it was worth it, 100%. But while my taste buds did not enjoy this whole process, hopefully you guys did. I tried to like spice it up, or I guess sour up this video a little bit, you know, just to do something different here today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know also if you guys want to see more of this as well, more challenges or just gummy bear worms things, because why not? Either way, If you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell as well if you haven't. Comment down below your thoughts on my picks and this whole challenge / type video idea as well. Make sure you share this video with your friends, boys. Get the fun out there and get the gummy worm hype out there as well. My name's Nathan, and I'll see y'all next video or stream. Goodbye.